Hello everyone, welcome back to IGCSE on Point. Today we'll be doing set notations and how to draw Venn diagrams. This is a common topic in both paper 2 and paper 4, so it is highly advised to watch this video. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So over here we have the format of set notation. It is given by first a letter which is known as a set. Usually it is given in universal set, like in the IGCSE examinations when they give you a Venn diagram. Like they'll give you a rectangle, inside there'll be like a few circles, and then here there'll be a little symbol E, basically, a cursive E. That is called a universal set, and that is basically, that is mostly what IGCSE examinations are gonna be like are gonna give that as. So its set is equal to, and inside these curly brackets is what defines that set. So in this case, in set A, there are four elements: one, two, three, and four. So if we draw this set, okay, in a rectangle, there'll be one, two, three, and four, and there'll be an A here. That is how you draw this set. So moving on to the next slide, now we'll be understanding the difference between intersection and union. Intersection is given by an upside down U, that is the symbol, and union is given by a U, a normal U. So this is intersection, and this is union, okay? So now let's understand the difference between them. So for an intersection, it's basically the common region between two sets. So for example, if we have in a rectangle, in a universal set, we have set A and we have set B. So what is common between them? What is the common region between them? It is not this. It's not this as well. It's not even this. It's actually this, because they intersect. Like these two sets, they intersect with each other and they share a common region. That's basically it. It's straightforward. And next, for union, it is all the regions between two sets, regardless whether it's common or not. So in a rectangle, if we have the same thing, A and B, sorry for the bad drawing, this region is in set A, this region, but not this region. Why? Because it is not in set A nor set B. It is outside set A or set B. We need only the regions between the set A and set B. So now we'll be shading Venn diagrams, and for the first example, it says A. So in this case, we have to just shade the set A and not worry about anything else. So we just shade this, okay? And that is all. Now, moving on to the next example, sorry, there should be an apostrophe. So this apostrophe, if you've noticed, it actually means compliments. Just a sec. This here, it means, this means compliments. So what complement means is that whatever is inside the set, it should be opposite of that. So for example, here it says set A. So we know set A is this, right? But then due to the apostrophe, now we have to do everything opposite of that. So now we have to shade everything outside of A. Okay, it's everything outside. Everything, everything outside. So this region and this region, this everything outside region. Okay? We do not shade this region nor this region because it is inclusive in A, but we do not want that. We want everything outside of A. Okay? So next is A intersecting B, but complement of that. So let's shade A intersecting B over here. So A intersecting B, it's the common region, which is this, right? But then we need to shade everything outside of that. So we have to shade this region, then we have to shade this region and this region, but not this middle region. We should not shade this middle region, no. So let's just do that. This region, and this region. Okay, that is basically it. Now, A union B intersection. Sorry, complement. So A union B, as I said, is everything in set A and set B. So we have to shade this region, we have to shade the common region and this B region. But we do not, but this is not it. This is A inclusive, this is A union B. We want the complement of it. We want everything opposite. We want everything outside of that. So we just shade the outside region because that is what's remaining. That is what's outside the A union B. So a few more problems here. Now it gets a bit more tricky. Okay, so I'll show you a trick to intersections when you don't have a clue on on how to, like, imagine what's common in them. So what you do is first you have to separate the two sets. So what you do, you first draw this uh, complement and you have to draw B. So let's just do that. So if we draw A complement, A, B, and if we draw complement, it is this region and it is this region, right? This is A complement. And B would be this thing. And now this is A complement and this is B, but then we want what's common in them. We know the outside region is not common. We can see this is also not common. And we can see the middle part is in B, but it is not in A dash. So we do not shade the middle as well. But I can see this part, this part right here, this part, that is common in both regions, right? So that is why that's the answer. That is what's common between them. So that is the answer. So on to the next one, where it says A common with B dash. So it's the like okay. So as we did in the previous questions, we can now make two Venn diagrams, which has one of them shading A and one of them shading B dash. So with B dash, sorry, with A, it is A and B. It is this, and for B dash, it is A and B, but it's if this is this region and this region, right? Outside B dash and A. So the outside region is not common because it's not in A, but it's in B dash. This is not common in either of them. The middle region is common in A, but not in B dash. But this part is common. This part is common, and that's why we shade this because that is intersecting the two sets. So A dash union B. So in A dash union B, what we do, we have to shade everything in A dash and B. So let's shade A dash first, okay? Then we can, so in key to union, if you don't get it, if you don't get union, what you do is first you shade the set in the left, then you shade onto that, then you shade the right hand side on top of the left hand side. I'll show you. So it's like, now A dash, just a second. A dash is this region, just a second now. it's this region, and it's this region, right? That is A dash. And now we have to shade B, okay? We have to shade B now. So B over here is also just, I'll do a different color to highlight it better. So B is here, and B is also here, right? So that means this is the answer to this set. It is uh it is this section, it is this section, and it is this section. Okay? So that is the answer. Next, A union B dash. So what you do is, now as I said, this process in union is first you shade the left hand side, then you shade in the right hand side on top of the left hand side. Okay, so if I shade A, which is this region and this region, and now I need to shade B dash, which is which I'll, if you didn't understand B dash, I'll just draw it over here. It is this region and this region. If this is if this is A and this is B, okay? So that's why B dash is this region, not the middle region. Is this region and this region. So these are all the regions that we shade. So we shade this region and this region as well, and this region. Although yes, the middle region, it is not common in B dash, right? But it is in A. So that's why we shade that as well, because it's union. It is not intersection. There is a difference between them. Now, if we do A union B union C, now in this case, there are three sets. And here, what we do is, in this case, we have to shade all regions, right? Because if we shade A first, we shade A, everything in A, then we shade everything in B, then we shade everything in C. So nothing is left out except the outside region, but yeah, that is the answer. But now it is A common with B, common with C, right? Okay, so let me just make a duplicate of each so that I don't need to, um, I'll draw it on the bottom. Let's see now. Duplicate, duplicate. Now if I just draw just A, if I draw just A, it is this region, it is this region, it is this region, and this region. If I draw B, it is, it's this region, this region, this region, this region. If I draw C, it is this, sorry, it's this region, this region, this region, this region. Right. So what do you see in common? We know this is, let me draw one more duplicate so then I can, so what is common between them? Not this region, because as you can see, it is only in A, it is only in A, it is not in this nor this. It is also not in this because it is common, it is in A, it is in B, but not in C. This region also because it's only in B, it's not in these. Nor this region because it is in this and this. But if you look at this small region, this is there. It's common in A, it is common in B, and it is common in C. Next, this one is not because it's only in B and C. and this one is not because it is only in C. So that's why the answer to it is this tiny little region in the complete middle, this one. And this is an important question because this question is asked often. This one specifically, they asked you to shade it, and yeah, just a tiny little region. That's all. Next, A union B complement union C. So as I said before, the process in intersection is you draw two different diagrams, one with one with this set and one with this. So let's just do that. Okay, so okay, and one more. Okay, so A union B, to draw that, A union B dash. So if A union B is these two circles, right? It is everything outside of that. So it has to be um, this region and this region, right? So we just erase that. Okay, got that. And for, what is the other one? C. For C, it is this entire region. I'll just draw like this so you can see better. Okay? So, now what is common between them? I can see this region and nothing else. So we got your answer. The answer is this tiny little part. Next, we move on to, let me just erase this. Next, A common with B union C. So as I said, two let's just draw the two sets so that it makes our life easier. So draw if we draw A first, it is this region, this region, this region, and this region. And if we draw B union C, we draw it will be everything, B, this, and this. Now, what is common between them? I can see this region, I can see this region, and I can see this region. So the answer is this. And there you have it. Okay. So last two questions is now A intersecting B, union C. So in union, as I said, you first do the left set, then you move on to the right set and you overwrite that. Okay, you don't need to make any changes nor like find out the common region, just shade everything in this. So A common B, it is this region, the middle region, right between the two circles. Yes, so that's that. And now we need to shade the entire C, so it is also this region, this region, this, and this region. Okay, so on to the last question. I'll give you a few seconds to answer this as it is a bit unusual than the others, but then it's still the same process as we have done before. So pause for a few seconds and answer this. Okay, so back to the video. So what we do is, since it's intersection, we should draw the two sets over here. So one is the intersection, one is the C complement, and the other is A intersecting B. So if we just duplicate this, just one second. Yeah. So if I duplicate this, then I have one is C dash. So C dash is this region, this region, this region, and this region. And the last one is A intersecting B. A intersecting B, which is this region, this middle region here. So what is common between them? It is not, I'll just duplicate another one. My bad. It is not this region. It is actually this region. As you can see, they're common in both. Or I'm sorry. For A intersecting B, it is also this region. But then this region is not there. This region is also not there, and this region is not there. So it is just this region, and that is the answer to this question. And that is the end of this video. Thank you for whoever stayed towards the end. I hope you understood everything, which was explained in this video. And if you have any questions or queries about anything, please mention it in the comment section below. I'll make sure I'll reply to it. So this is IGCSE on point, and I'll see you next video. Thank you.